Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and I'm returning to Cassini's series of puzzles based on dreams. He created a set of 13 puzzles based on dreams. I've had a go at 3 of them in a previous video where I just sort of go at them, try and get as many done in the video as I can, aim for about a 25 to 30 minute video, and we see how we can get through this with a sort of speedrun effort at the puzzles. This was recommended by Fitzy, and it was good fun last time. The comments seem to support going again, so here we are. So all of the links to these puzzles will be under the video. I don't know how many I will do. I'm hoping there's 13 puzzles in the set. I did 3 last time. If I do 3 in each video, and in one of the videos manage to fit a 4th one in, then it's a 4 video series. Let's see if we can do that. I'm going to quickly mention that if you like these sequential puzzles and maybe even small puzzles, and many of Blobz's eclectic Sudoku worm is a fantastic starting point. The other worms are good as well, of course, but Blobz's is 12 6x6 puzzles connected together, so quite like this series, and that is one of our apps. We have some other great apps as well as great worms in the apps. And they include classic Sudoku too, all sorts. Thermo Sudoku looks relevant to this first one. And of course, if you like a variety of puzzle types, then please do check our Patreon, where each month there's a Sudoku hunt, and we have a go at, we ask you to have a go at completing a whole hunt and entering by the 20th of the month. And seeing if you can win the chance to collaborate with Simon on a video. And of course there's also other things on Patreon like gridogram and connections videos and the occasional crossword. Please check it out, along with our merchandise, which is also linked under the video, and of course the Marty Sears Rat Run merch too. Have a look at all that stuff, but there will be a number, and I don't know how many that number is or how many puzzles were in the thumbnail. That will be how many I managed to complete in today's effort at speedrunning Cassini's puzzles. I'm on to puzzle 4 in the series, which is called 5 Thermos and a Dream, and I'm going to go through the rules now of this first one. So it's irregular Sudoku. We place the digits 1 to 6 in every row, column, and every marked region. Digits on a grey thermometer increase from the bulb to the tip. And that's it. That's all we get today. Let's get cracking. You can try it on that first link under the video. Okay, we've got a law of leftovers thing here. That digit, where does it appear in column 1? It appears there. This digit, where does it appear in column 2? It must now be here. And okay, this digit. This is another leftovers thing. Obviously, in column 1, that green digit is somewhere in this region. In column 2, it's somewhere in this region. In column 3, it's got to be here. Okay, I'm going to pick on this digit, which is sticking out again. It can't be any of the same as red, yellow, or green in that position. So it's a new color. It's pink. And in this region next to it, it's got to be there. Now in this L-shaped backwards region, it's there. Now I don't know, it's in one of those 2 cells in that T-shaped region. And then I'm struggling. Okay, I'm gonna choose this, make it light blue, and in this region I know exactly where that goes. Yeah, I've kind of run out of sticky out digits from the cages considered vertically now, which is annoying. Oh, but this time I'm getting something interesting about colours. So red something yellow, and down here yellow something pink. Right. This digit, I don't know, it could be green. What I'm going to... Oh, no, it is green, because where is green in the top row? Oh, no, hang on. Did we know that light blue was not green? And the answer is no, we didn't know that, and we don't know that. So I've blundered a bit there by starting to colour light blue without checking whether it could be green. Right, what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to take that out. I mean, we can bear in mind that those two digits are going to have to be the same. I'm going to make this one orange, which is very rainbowy. Red, orange, yellow is an increase in size of a digit based on this thermo. Well, this digit can't be orange. So I'm going to make that dark blue. It can't be orange because it's smaller than yellow here and it's bigger here, so it can't be the same. And I'm just wondering if this sequence on thermos can be replicated elsewhere. We now know that red is, like, this is a whole ascending sequence, as if that digit was the same as this. Red is 1 or 2, orange 2 or 3, yellow 3 or 4, blue 4 or 5, pink 5 or 6. Now, green can't be blue, but it could be orange. Oh, bother. I'm going to take out that green colouring. Let's go with this colouring, which is definitely different from all of these colours. And since we know it definitely appears there, it's not blue. Aha! So this is the 6th colour. That's green, and this is now blue. And now this, well, I don't know what this is, do I? I'm not risking it. Could be orange or green, I reckon. Anyway, let's see what else, or maybe that is all we can do. We don't know where green fits into the sequence. This can't be yellow, blue, or pink. And it must be here. That hasn't changed it. So it can't be red because of where it is there. So it is green or orange. Ah, but it's in this position. Right. For that to be orange on this thermo, this one would have to go 1, 2, 3 for that to be orange. Because 2 wouldn't work here. And 3 would force this to be 1 and 2. Or red would have to be in one of those cells, and that would clash with this. So this is not orange. This is green. I don't know what number it is. It's at least 3. Ah, and therefore we know blue is 4 or 5. This is at least 3. So it's 3, 4, 5 or 6. I'm getting that off this thermo. But now I've got a 3, 4, 5, 6 triple. And I know that red now is 1 and orange is 2, which is a bit of a surprise. But it's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. Oh, this can't be red anymore because red is 1. So one of these two is red in the column. One of these two is red in this column because that, oh, it can't be on the second bit of the thermo, so it's there. That's red. Okay, so we did need this time to combine colouring with numbering a bit. Where's the 1 in this row? It's got to be there. Where's the 1 in the bottom row? They're all done. Okay. Now, where's 2 in this column? It's not here because we can't put 1 on the bulb. So there it is. It could be in either of those positions and either of those. It can't, yes, no, this thermo doesn't start with 1 or 2. So it's 3 or 4, 4 or 5, 5 or 6 in green. So green is 5 or 6, and that's a pair now. And now I know what yellow is and blue. They're 3 and 4. That is yellow or blue. Oh, in this row, I need orange too. In this row, who knows what I need? Not me. These are from 2, 3, 4 because we've had a 5, 6 pair. Ah, look, a 5, 6 pair looking at that digit, making it a 4. That puts 3 on the bulb. We know the colours. 4 is blue, 3 is yellow. This must be, what's the last colour? Pink. 5 or 6. This is now a 2, 3 pair, orange and yellow in some order. This is a 2, 4 pair, orange and blue in some order. This is a 2, 3 pair, orange and yellow in some order. And that's a 2, 3 pair, and that digit becomes 4. Definitely blue. That's definitely orange. Then we can do 3, 2, 3, 2. I should keep up the colouring for completionists to whom it matters. Now we have 4, 5 and 6 to go in these cells. We can't put 6 in the bulb or 4 on the tip of that. That in fact is coloured, not green but pink. This is now not pink, this is pink. Green is here to complete the row, here to complete the greens. This is blue, and one more colour is yellow. So that yellow is a 3. The blue, no, what do we know? Yeah, we know blues are 4s. We know oranges, we've done all the oranges and blue, oranges and reds are 2s and 1s. Now we've got 5 and 6 left over, and this thermo is the decider that green is 5 and pink is 6. And there we go, that's a puzzle done. And we'll go on to the next one. 5 pickles and a dream. Now we get German whispers, but we get 6 by 6 German whispers, so adjacent digits on the line have a difference of at least 3, and this V is pointing to the smaller digit. Okay, let's get cracking on this one with... There's not a lot of German whispers in this, so again, we're looking at a colouring puzzle. Right, that cell in this region goes there, and then in the next region it goes there. Then in this region it's in one of those 2. In this top left region it's in one of those 3. In this row it's in one of those 2. Sorry, I'm trying to variegate it. There we go. Okay, I move on to this cell. Let's make it orange. That must be here in the next region. Oh, I don't know. It's in one of those 2 in this bottom U-shaped region. That was a bit less good. I may have chosen the wrong shape to look at. Okay, I'm going to make this one green. Oh, that green. I'm going to make it grey to not obscure the green line. That has to be here in this region. Oh, and I'm not getting very far with this now. I've picked badly with the shapes. Those 2 digits have to be the same as those 2 because they stick out of the first 3 columns there and into them there. This is a kind of law of leftovers deal, just as those 2 have to be those 2. Yeah, I don't know how to use this. This is, okay, I'm not being so good at this puzzle. Maybe I've started in the wrong place and I should have been doing pairs like in one of the former puzzles. Oh, where's orange in this region, in this column? It's got to be there in the bottom region. Well, okay, that's telling me that orange is always the same digit on those green lines. Grey and blue have the same polarity. I need much more information about German whispers than that, annoyingly. But orange now has to be in one of those 2 cells in this C-shaped region. And then it's not here, it's in one of these 2, along with blue in that region. And it is in one of these 3. But I don't know which one. Grey now is forced into one of those 2 because it can't be blue or orange in this question mark region. And we know it's in one of those 3 in the C, so that's using up the greys in rows 3 and 4. The greys in rows 1 and 2, oh, one of them is there on that German whisper line. And one of them is in one of these cells, and I don't even want to mark that. That's just a lot of real estate covered. Bother. Okay, these 2 I was saying were the same as these 2. That might be a little better now. Yes, that is good. These are not orange and blue because they can't be in the rows. So I'm going to call them pink and indigo. And they have, or pink and violet, and they have to be these 2 cells now. And there's a 6th cell in this row, which is yellow. So I've just made that up. Now, pink and violet, by the law of leftovers, were up there in those 2 cells. And that means in this region, yellow has to be in one of these 2. And this now is a yellow, orange, blue trio. And therefore this is grey. And that fixes grey in box, well, in the C region. And that fixes grey on the V. And that puts the last grey in the puzzle into the corner. This must be pinky indigo to make the row work. I bet that is. I bet it's not here, pink or indigo, because it would be a deadly pattern, but that's not solving, that's just knowing stuff that helps, and it would be cheating in a way. Okay, one of these 2 is yellow. Is this yellow? Yes, in the column that's yellow. Or in the region. That was a very obvious yellow. Yellow in this column actually is resolved. It can't be in this C-shaped region, so it's there at the top. And now that's not yellow. Now we've got a blue-orange pair, and that's yellow. That fixes yellow in this S-shaped region and fixes yellow in the final column. That's all 6 yellows done. That is pinky violet by elimination in the column. This one, oh, I don't know, it's blue or orange in this column, and it can't be orange, so it's definitely blue. That's good. This is not blue, this is blue, this is not blue, this is blue. And that's blue in the corner. This is orange to complete all the oranges. Everything else that I haven't coloured is pinky violet in some order. I might as well just pick... Can I pick a pinky violet colour? Let's pick them up here and call that one pink, and this one therefore violet. This one pink, this one violet, this one pink, this one violet. Now that may not translate down to here, but maybe I can use the whisper thing. Yeah, grey is a different polarity. So the way these whispers will work, 1, 2, 3 I'm going to consider low, 4, 5, 6 high. These adjacent digits on these 2 cell thermos will always have a low digit and a high digit. So grey is from one polarity and orange is from the other. And then blue is from the first polarity and yellow is from the other. So grey and yellow are from different polarities, and grey is from the lower one. So grey is 1, 2, or 3. Orange is 4, 5, or 6. Blue is 1, 2, or 3. Yellow is 4, 5, or 6. And that makes the V work the right way round. Now, blue cannot be 3 because both orange and yellow can't be 6. So blue is not 3. Grey also sees 2 colours. Grey can't be 3 either because both... violet is from 4, 5, 6 because of this line. And now we've had 3 lots of 4, 5, 6, and pink must be from 1, 2, 3. And grey sees both orange and violet. So grey can't be 3 because they can't both be 6. So we'll highlight all the greys and say they're not 3. And now grey and blue are 1 and 2, and pink must be 3. Now, yellow is a different polarity to this colour. So that must be pink, not violet. So this is pink, that's pink, that's pink. And these 3 are violet, and pink is a 3. And these are high. That's 3 in the corner right there. And indeed 3 must touch 6 on the German whisper. What what does that tell us? How do we determine, oh, one of these low colours must touch both orange and violet. It's grey, isn't it? So, yeah, violet can't be 6 now, orange can't be 6. Grey touches both 4 and 5, so grey must be 1. Oh, bother, that highlighted everything. Just grey must be 1. Blue must be 2. And 2 must touch 5, not 4 on the whisper here. So violet is a 4. There we go. That is the second done. The video says we've been going for 20 minutes. I'm definitely taking on a third today. 5 killers and a nightmare. We've got killer cages as well as the irregular Sudoku, so that's fairly straightforward. Let's get cracking with this. And let's get colouring. There's my favourite. This is my favourite region shape because it means I can immediately place this digit into this region. Then it goes into one of those 2 cells in the next. In this region, oh, don't know. In this region, it's in one of those 3. So this is a kind of X-wing. What does that mean? In this region, it's in one of those 4. Yeah, I may not have picked a good shape there to be going on with. This in the top row has to be in the corner. Then in this region, it's one of those. In this region, it's one of those 2. I don't know, ran out of steam. But blue and pink together makes 7. This is a totally different pair that add up to 7. And that means these 2 other cells add up to 7 because the sum of all the digits in the puzzle is 21. Yeah, I don't know how to use that. Blue is in one of these. Oh, okay. This digit is not pink, and nor is that. Oh, sorry. Pink in the first column has to be in one of those 2. That's the point there. One of those is pink. One of these, one of those. I don't know. In this region, I really am none the wiser on where pink is. That hasn't worked very well. Blue's in one of those cells and in one of these 4. And one of these 3 is blue. Oh, my pencil marking's falling apart here. I just didn't get the traction on the law of leftovers. Okay, these 2 stick out from the first 2 columns. Let's make them blue and yellow. The ones that stick in are those 2, so they must be the same. What I'm basically doing there is comparing these 2 sets of 1 to 6 with these 2. And those 2 stick out and these 2 stick in, so that's yellow. Well, now that's interesting, because where's yellow in this row? It can't be in that region or in this region, it's there. That is good, actually. Yellow in this region, this F-shaped region, is in one of those 2 cells. And in the top row now, it's in one of those 3. But here, I don't know, any cell virtually, just not that one. So, interesting for yellow, but not very, very useful. Okay, I'm going to call this red. That must share these 2 cells in the F region. It's somewhere in the top row. That's not interesting. It's somewhere in this region, and that's the second red in those 2 rows, so this is not red. And that's not red. Red is now in one of these 3 in the bottom row, or in this backwards L, and one of these 3 in row 5. This is proving much harder to colour, or maybe it's just me. Right, I'm going to call this, we've got 4 different colours in this column. I'm going to call this green. That has to be in one of these 2, along with pink in column 1. It also has to be in one of those 3 and one of these 4. Oh, now it's though. That cell. Okay, this is the 6th color. Let's make it grey in the first column. And that has to be here in this region, in this staircase region. And then does that have to be here? Yes, that has to be here in this region. That's where I should have started my colouring. Didn't think of it. Then it's here in this backwards L. Then it's in one of these 2 and one of these 2 in the top 2 rows. Okay, grey was good to me there. Yellow, grey, red. Right, this is either pink or green. Where is it in this region? It's definitely here, because it can't be yellow or grey. Oh, in fact, in this row, these are pink and green. Because that's all that's left. That's useful. Well, might be useful. One of pink or green is here, and blue is down here as well. Blue is also here. Oh, goodness, I don't know. I don't have enough certainty to start attacking these cages. I really don't. Okay, let's have a look at this row. We've had blue and pink. Grey's in one of those. This sees yellow as well. So this digit is red or green. How do I use that? I don't know. This is harder. It's very clever, but it is harder. If this was pink, that's pink. And there's nowhere for pink in the... Look at that. If this is pink, that's pink. And then there's nowhere for pink in the final column. Brilliant. So that's green. That was difficult. That's clever. This is now green to get it into this region at all. That's obviously pink. Now green in the final region can be in one of those 2. Green down here is in one of those 2. And the other one in these 3 is blue. Now in this column, it's green, blue and red. That is green or red. That is green or red. Neither of them can be blue. So the blue in this column is right at the bottom. That's now red and this is now green. Now that's good. There's a green in this column. And it's got to be at the top. And that fixes this green-red pair. If I could hit the right buttons, it would. And that's green. Right, so we've got a red there. Now, oh, no. I was going to say, where's the red in this row and get it wrong. That can't be red anymore because we've got red down here. We need a blue in one of these. We need, these are less sure. Right, that can't be grey. Because green and grey adds up to 5, so I can't make it add up to 7 there. Beautiful. So this is grey now. This is very much not grey. In fact, in this row, that has to be yellow. It's the last colour. So that's now not yellow, and that is yellow. We've got 4 yellows. We need another yellow in these cells. That can't be blue. Neither of those can be blue. We got blue here. That's interesting. Right, now this can't be pink because blue and pink adds up to 7, not 6. Ah, beautiful. That is a beautiful way of resolving this. So that's pink. This is not pink. This is pink, I think. Well, that's definitely red. Yeah, this is pink. This is red to complete the column. This is yellow to complete the column. This one is definitely blue. Blue is actually a diagonal stripe down the puzzle. That's red and that's yellow. Well, those are red and yellow in that disposition. Let's try and work out the numbers now. Green and grey add up to 5. Red and blue add up to 6. Green and grey add up to 5. Green and yellow add up to 7. So grey is the same parity as yellow. Gosh, I don't know. Let's assume blue and red are a 2-4 pair. Then this pink is either 5 or 3 up there. If they're a 2-4 pair, and yet neither of them go in green and grey, you can't make up this 5 cage. So red and blue are a 1-5 pair, which is good to know. Not only that, we don't have a 1 in this 5 cage, so green and grey are a 2-3 pair. Now, this can't be a 1 or a 5, so that can't be a 2, and now green is a 3. And that means grey is a 2. Means yellow's a 4 to make the 7 cage. We've done that one. We've still got this one to go, and we've got a 6 to place in pink. So blue is a 1, and red is a 5. And there we go. That's another puzzle done. Fabulous one there. And that is going to be it for this video. So I didn't get the extra one done in this one. It's 3 puzzles in the first video, 3 puzzles in the second. We'll see how we go in the 3rd video in a few days' time, if you're still interested in me continuing this series. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you soon on the channel. Bye for now.